Hey, it's your reigning supreme, the Dog Queen. Welcome back to my channel. And so today we are on day 3 of Winx Week with Flora. Yeah, the marketable 3, the main 3, just I don't care for them as much as the unmarketable 3, surprisingly enough. But a little bit of an update with Bloom, as you may know. So I did cut her bangs. Super cute, by the way. All I had to do was add a little bit of gel here, and then I just kind of snipped it. It was pretty easy, and it looks much better. But unfortunately, remember how her knee joint looked a little weird? Yeah. Yeah. So as you can see, it just wasn't sculpted all the way. So what I ended up doing is contacting the Playmates people, and they're actually sending me a new Bloom doll. So that's great, and I'll do like a little head swap with them when I get the new Bloom doll, and I'll compare the clothing quality too, or like, because it could be a little different and maybe the new top will be a little bit better, but we shall see. But I did make these little kind of leg warmers for her, where I just did that. So it kind of gives the illusion of a taller boot, but mainly just looks like a sock anyway. And this matches this fabric pretty well, so I like it. I tried to do something similar with Stella, but I didn't really have the right pink fabric and the color I wanted, because like the color that I did have worked for it, but it was fuzzy fabric and it was too thick, and it was just a no. But yeah, until I can get Bloom's new like body and stuff, she's just in her Amputix form right now. And then here is Flora's card that I made. So that's what she looks like in the show. Very much, like, very accurate. Like, the only thing she's missing is, never mind, she does have her chokers, so she has literally everything. And then on the back, you can read that if you want to. Same descriptions and stuff as the website. Like, I just took it from there. So now for Flora's box, it is the exact same as Bloom and Stella's, with the 2 little swirls right here and the exact same shape and border. Her background is purple, pink, and green. And then her little symbols are flowers, of course. So pretty cute. It says Flora, Fairy of Nature. There's a render of her. There's that, 4 and up. And then on the back, the same little back of the box as everyone else, where it says the magic is back. Join the Winx Club for a magical journey full of friendship, fairy powers, and stylish adventures. And then we see Musa, Aisha, Tekna, Stella, who was day 1, Flora, and Bloom, who was day 2. And then there is this, which takes you to the Winx Club YouTube channel. And then down here, we have like social handles and winxclub.com, which actually does work. I love, like, even if it's not the best website, we at least have a website with some stuff to do for like these Winx Club dolls and stuff, because like that's not common anymore. Monster High does not have a website anymore. Rainbow High's website is kind of just stagnant and a little shit. So yeah, very glad that we have a proper website there. There's her barcode if you need it, but Flora is, again, part of the marketable 3. And if you don't know who the marketable 3 is, it's these 3, because main character, blonde, pink. And these 3 are like in every single lineup. They're everywhere. While Musa, Aisha, and Tekna usually sit out, with Aisha being the one that gets the best treatment because she adds skin tone diversity. Well, that's why Musa and Tekna aren't available on store shelves, because they had to cut out 2, and it was those 2. Anyways, let's get this bitch out of the box. And there she is, which by far, out of the 3 that I've opened, definitely my favorite. I love, and it's primarily due to her face. Her face turned out so good. Like, so good. That is what her face looks like. It's just so cute with the little smaller eyes than the other ones. I don't know, her eye shape is just so pretty, and then she has the hazel eyes. Oof, super, super pretty. And then she obviously uses the same UV technique as every other doll in the line. Then for her hair is magnificent. We have these two little strands in the front that are pulled forward and are gelled, and there's brown and blonde. Then the rest of the hair is primarily her typical shade of brown. Actually, it's a little darker than what her, she used to have like honey brown hair in the original. This one is a little darker. And then she just has some like platinum blonde up in here, which appears to go all the way back to this point. It goes all the way back here with the platinum blonde, which is a lot more than normal. But I'm here for it because it ends up creating like a gorgeous like blend in there. And it's in this like really intricate like braid. I'm not too sure how they did it other than like taking these pieces, twisting them, and like making a ponytail out of it maybe, and then taking the rest of the hair and turning that into a braid. I think that's how they did it. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I don't know how they did it. So you take a chunk here, put them together, like twist them and put them together, ponytail it back here, and then take the rest of the hair and just make a simple braid out of it, and then bam. So yeah, that's really interesting. I might use that technique for a low braid like that. Anyways, the braid looks fine and perfect. No need for me to like wash it or do anything. This is about what I could do. But I will be washing out the gel because I don't like gel in the bangs if I can help it. Bloom, I had to because she wasn't supposed to have bangs like that in production, so it wasn't like Stella that I could do that with. Anyways, we have a green tinsel in here, which is beautiful and definitely like just such a nice pop with her like whole thing being green and pink. Like, it's so good. And like the others, she does not have earrings. I would like to pull. Yeah, there we go. Okay, she's good. Then for her wings, we have this little fuchsia type of plastic here. Same mechanism as the rest with the W, and then you can remove it with a little W peg. And then her wings themselves are a lot smaller than Bloom and Stella's. So since I have Bloom over here, like you can see, they just are kind of a different shape entirely. So they look smaller and like daintier, but they go out the same length. So it's not like they're not sized for her. They're just a different shape. I'm not sure what it's trying to be, but it's fine. They're just like kind of standard fairy wings in my opinion with some gold glitter on them. Yeah, nothing too special, just pink, purple, and a little bit of blue. And then just like the other dolls, has the same little flapping mechanism, which is really cool. And then for her outfit, we have this like little baby blue ribbon as a choker, and it's just kind of stitched on and cut. So you cannot remove this, which is fine. But if you wanted to, you'd have to cut it off and like replace it. And then she does have these little arm things, because like the rest of the characters, like Bloom had a glove that was missing, Stella had like a few extra straps that was missing, but they actually gave Flora her little arm flowers, which are gorgeous. We have like, the majority of it is made out of a pink ribbon, and it just looks like a rose. It's so good. I don't know how they did this. And then it's attached to these two little baby blue ribbons, and then there's an elastic that's sewn to it, so it will actually stay on the arm, but you can remove it. It just takes a little bit of work, but you can definitely remove it pretty easily, so that's not really a problem. I do wish instead of this blue that it was green, because green and pink is like Flora's thing. Like, that makes more sense, you know? But whatever. AI decided it was blue. That was a joke. I don't know the extent, so don't sue me. But supposedly AI. And then we have the same, like, foil-esque fabric that will not fray, so it's not hemmed right here. But it is just this metallic pink. It'll rub off, and it'll just be, like, this color, which, honestly, I'm fine with. And then we have this material. I don't know what it is, but it's just kind of ruffled in the front right here. And then we just have more panels of the shimmery fabric, and then this organza. I don't know. It's a thick, durable material that is pink and iridescent, but it is also not hemmed. And this, I feel like, will fray over time, so that's not cute. But it's just kind of layered in this little, like, tulip type of pattern, and I think it's really pretty. So it's just kind of crisscrossing on how it was layered. So yeah, pretty interesting. I wish that at least those 3 panels were hemmed, but honestly, I'm just impressed with the quality of the little armbands that we got extra with her in the choker, because like I said, nobody else got that. And then for her shoes, they are just these magenta fuchsia boots with no painted details, but have a bunch of like ankle flowers on them, and it's caked in silver glitter that comes off pretty easily. So yeah, that is her. And thankfully her knee joints are working the best out of the 3 of them, so no snappage. And I guess since we're going over articulation, hip joint, knee joint that also rotates, shoulder joint, and a head joint that doesn't like to tilt very much. It just kind of does that, which is unfortunate, and hopefully future batches will help that, or just make, you know, improvements so we can move the head more. But overall, like her, she is great. And these dolls don't really stand on their own. Their feet are pretty damn tiny. But yeah, I really like her. She's super cute. As for skin tone wise, I would say she's comparable to, I don't know, Sabrina St. Cloud? Kind of similar to that. Because I would say Skylar Bradshaw from Rainbow High, but she's a little redder undertoned than Flora is. But I don't know. You get the gist. She's not white. She's clearly not white this time around, and I appreciate that. So yeah. Now you can join us for next week not next week, tomorrow, when we have our next girly. So, from my name's Frame, I grant you a glorious, fantabulous day. Toodles!